Hello guys, I'm going to show you how you can understand the whole of Microsoft Word environment in 15 minutes, and I'm going to make sure that you actually watch your time because my time starts now. Welcome to Sapa Juniors TV. I'm going to show you how to work with the Microsoft Word. Alright, now the first thing you want to do is actually understanding your Microsoft Word environment. What is your environment? This is your environment, right? And so on. You want to see how your page layout looks like. You come over to page layout and then you select your orientation. Either you want your document to be on a landscape or you want your document to be on a portrait. You want to preview this, you can actually just do that by hitting your this. You can actually see my page is actually shifted to that point. So the first thing you want to do as a beginner is actually to see what does my page looks like. So this is a portrait and that is what you want to work for. The next thing is actually understanding the toolbox. What are they meant for? I'm going to use this. Let's use this and saying that um okay, this is the end of the world as an example, for example. So the first thing you want to do is actually to learn how to highlight. How can you highlight? You hold your left click on your mouse, because that's actually because my cursor is actually located at the right. So I'm going to left click and hold and drag. Okay, when that is done, I'm going to learn how to use this formatting toolbox. And then the next thing is actually to increase the size from this point. You're going to learn how to increase the size. So easy. It's very easy. Okay, let's assume we actually use this. And then this is actually used to change your font style. So you want to click it and then select the kind of style you actually want to. There are a whole lot of fonts that you can actually use to work with. So let's just pick one. As you can see, this is the end of the world. Don't forget that before I started working with this particular font, I actually marked everything. Okay, I highlighted everything, and that is what enabled me to be able to work with it. Now, the next thing you want to know in Microsoft Word is how to add colors to your font. That's very easy as well. So when your font is actually highlighted or you actually get through to what you want to do, just come over to this point, you click it here, this little arrow, and then you're able to select varieties of colors that you want to place through, and you can see that is it. So I'm just going to come over here, select the colors I want to work with, and I'm through. I'm through with it. So I want to add more colors. I'm going to come to more colors, pick any colors of my choice, and I'm going to click OK. That is done. I want to add gradient. Gradient is also under colors. Just come to gradient, and I'm going to pick the kind of, this is actually an advanced way for beginners. You can actually use to add colors to your text, and you're going to look more like a professional. So that is it for adding colors. The next thing you want to learn in Microsoft Word is how you can actually bold in your text, how you can underline your text, how you can italize your text. That can be seen in this video, and I'm going to do it for you now. Now, my text is actually highlighted. All I have to do is just move my cursor to this B here. I'm going to select B, and my text is bold. I'm going to click out. Unbold it. It's not going to be bold again. You can see that there's a difference between this and this. This and this. This, you can see my text changing. So it's actually bold. Then the next thing you want to learn is italize. Perhaps you actually type in the text and you want to put something like etc. etc. So you want to put something like ETC. So you want to italize this, just mark it, and then just come over here and select italize. Okay, so that is done. Very easy. I'm gonna backspace, Ctrl Z, and return back to whatever I'm doing. So now this is it now. And then the next thing you want to learn is how to underline text in Microsoft Word. So just come over here, underline. When you click underline, you are good to go. Don't forget to also, because whatever you're going to type is going to be bold and underlined. Why is it like this? Because this is highlighted, this is highlighted. So you're going to have to clear everything here, and then you have to unmark this. So whatever you type now is not going to be bold or underlined again. The next thing you want to learn is actually how you can actually, you want to know how to add double strike through. This is very easy. Just let's assume we have an N, I'm gonna use I'm gonna be doing a lot of things. So I'm gonna use n. Let's assume this is n. I want to double strike through. So I'm gonna mark this and select this. Okay, you can see I'm through. So don't forget the next thing is actually to go back there and unmark it. But this is actually unmarked because I already marked this while I was gonna do that. So that is it for that. Okay, now the next thing you want to do now is actually to how are you gonna learn how to bring this to a base or bring this to a power if you're actually doing mathematical function. So just mark this and select base, it goes down, select this, it goes up, and you're through. That's how to work with it. Okay, now the next thing you want to learn, I'm going to go down. In Microsoft Word, another important feature you want to know as a beginner is actually how to put text in the center. We call that alignment. So I'm going to use the same text I've been using. I'm going to reduce the size to maybe 16. All right, so this is done. Now, how am I going to put this at the center? This is a heading, for example. All I have to do is actually just come over here and click center. It goes to the center. I want to put it to the right as maybe an address. It goes to the address, to the right hand side. So you want to put it in the center alignment. You're good to go. You can click out. Oh, actually open the Microsoft Word. That I'm really sorry for that. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and this is it. So you're gonna click left, this and so on. So that's actually what is gonna help you to be an expert in 15 minutes. All right, now the next thing you want to learn as a beginner is how am I gonna add tables? The pillar of tables, and then it's not working. How am I gonna add tables? Okay, so what you want to do is actually make sure your cursor is actually where you want uh, your table to appear. You can I'm gonna reduce the size and then go to insert. When you get to insert, select tables, scroll through the series. Automatic is gonna pick tables for you, and then you can just pick your tables, and that is done. And you can see this area of tables. So just input your data in it and you are fine. If you get to this point and you want to add more tables, instead of drawing more tables, just select your tab key and you'll be able to add more tables. Now, another manual way of adding tables to your Word is actually the manual way. Just go to insert, select tables, and then come to insert table. When you get to insert table, type the number of column you want. Two column and 2 rows or 5 rows. You go click OK, so it appears. Don't forget you have to actually put your cursor where you want it to appear. So that is it for tables. In tables, you actually want to learn how to merge. So you just have to learn to mark it, and when that is marked, just right click on top of it, select merge cell. Boom, this goes out. You can see this is empty. You want to learn text direction, you can right click on top of it, text direction. And when that is done, select the text you actually want, the way you want your text to be, and you click OK. That is good. So whatever I type, you can see that the text direction actually changes. So that is it for tables, and you want to just go try some tables. Next, you want to learn how to actually change style of your tables. You can just double click on this point and come over to these various templates that Microsoft Word is embedded with. And you can just select the style of tables that you want and you click out. This makes you look like a professional. Come on. Now, the next thing you actually want to see in Microsoft Word that's critical for you as a beginner is how am I going to import pictures? I want to add pictures to my work. I want to do some kind of thing that my work. I want to be a professional. Very easy. Come to insert. When you select insert, come to picture. When you get to picture, just select the picture you want and then select insert. And your image gets through. Very easy. You might find difficulty to move your image to the right or to the left, so you want to just right click and select Warp Text Through. This enables you to be able to move your text to the right or to the left. I'm going to delete this. Okay. Now the next thing you want to learn in Microsoft Word as a beginner is actually how to add shapes. So you just want to just click shapes, select. We have various type of shape. Just pick one, hold and drag, and then when that is done, you're good to go. I'm gonna pick another shape, maybe rectangular shape. Just pick, and that is done. So you wanna add a color to your shape. Just click on it, and then shape fill. When you select shape fill, you have series of colors that you want to add, and you are good to go. You want to shape the outline, you can just come over to shape outline. Oh, sorry. Just come to shape outline. When that is done, you can just pick a color, and you are good to go. Shape effect also is a very good feature if you want to work as a professional beginner, I'm gonna say. So you can just come to preset, and you can select the star that you want your text to be like, and you can see the beauty in my image and my symbol. So you can do the same thing for this rectangle. Come to shape fill, select a color of your choice, the outline. You can just pick a color. The um, okay, the shape effect. You go. We have various shape effects. It's not necessary that you have to use something like this. You could even just come to reflection. You could add glow. You could add even shadows. Can you imagine? You could add shadows. So it's gonna make your work. It's gonna make you look so professional when you set things up. As you can see, this is a very beautiful shape, and I'm working with it as a beginner. So that is it. If you want to just be an expert in Microsoft Word, you can just do this. Next thing we want to learn is actually how to add bullets. Perhaps you type in the text, and then you just want to type something like, the boy is God fearing. Something like this. You want to add bullets like number one, number two, number three, or you want to do something like that. You just have to do is just select the enter key, make sure your cursor is where you want your bullets to appear. Like I said, under this toolbox, just come over to this point and then select bullet. And then when that is done, you should be able to give the reason why this boy jaga 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 jaga. You can see that. You press your enter key, jaga 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 jaga, and so on. The next thing you want to learn is numbering. So you want to add number one, number two, number three. So you can just come over to numberings, and when that is done, just pick a number of your choice. It automatically picks it out for you, and you can just select the boy, enter the girl, enter the child, and the moment you keep pressing enter jaga jaga, it keeps going and keep going and keep going. That's how to actually add bullets to your text. You might be wondering that, okay, I'm trying to run this video is fast. Though no, it's not, because if by the end of this video you should be able to do a lot of things with Microsoft Word. Even in Microsoft Word, you could do a whole lot of design. You could change your margin. You want to work in a margin, just come over to page layouts. You select margin, and then pick the margin the way you want it to be. You want your document to be white, you want it to be normal, you can set your margin, or you want a custom margin. You can just come over to this point, and then you change your margin the way you want it to actually be. Just type in the top where you want it, the left, the gutter, and so on and so forth. It's a very good way, and it's going to help you to do a lot of things. Now, what's the function of design? Design in Microsoft Word helps you to change the style of your the theme actually of your background. You want to just change the background of your text, and so on and so forth. That is going to really help you in Microsoft Word. And before I come to the end of the video, another complexity in Microsoft Word that you might be wondering is how to add charts, insert charts. Perhaps after designing a table, you have a series of figures here, like we have 10, we have 10, we have 20, we have 58, and so on. We have 8, we have 4, and then we want to actually just create a chart for it. So you can actually just do something like that. I'm gonna just give a space. Just come over here. You sum all of this up. You can put your total, and when that is done, you sum this up. So let's do a mathematics. Okay, we have a 30 here. We have a 50. So 50 plus 30. Okay, that should be automatically 80. And we have 80. We have 100. Okay. So by the time you're actually doing a lot of things, when you calculate all of this thing, I actually wanted to show you actually how you can sum this up. But because of time, like I said to you, I want to just do some a kind of rough work for you as a beginner, and you want to actually just work. Okay, let's assume I actually just decide to merge or color this up because of time. Let's just put this 5. I'm gonna make a chart for you, so I'm gonna just put a 5. Okay, let's leave it as a 10. Okay, so for easy access, this is a 10, 20, 35. I suppose this 35. You want to add a chart. Don't forget your cursor must actually be where you want it to be. And then all you just have to do is just to come to insert and select chart. When that is done, select a chart of your choice. We have line, we have pie, we have bar chart, and so on. You just have to select the one that pleases you, and then you click it, and then you select OK. When that is done, your line actually appears, and you are good to go. It's actually going to come up because I have a lot of things working in the background. That is why it's actually, you can see it rolling, but it's actually going to show where this result is actually um, pointing to. So there's a whole lot of things that you can see. This is it. This is my, from between 0 to 6, you can see that is exactly what I just did. And you could do something like this, and then people are wondering, how the hell do you do this? You're a beginner and so on. But you can see that there's a category for what I did. And then you can as well interpret your chart. You can change the style of the chart, and it's gonna make you very, very professional. Okay, so that is it from Cyber Genius TV. This is just a short overview of Microsoft Word, and I believe that in one way or the other, you should be able to write a text properly in Microsoft Word, change the style, change the size, bold, italize, underline. You want to change the color as well. You want to learn how to insert images and pictures. You should be able to do that. You want to add shapes. You want to add a chart to your table. You should be able to do that, and many, many more. I'm going to be doing a more elaborate and deeper video for you on Microsoft Word as a beginner, and it's going to really, really help you. I assure you that. All right, the Cyber Genius. So catch you. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. And as well, you can as well share the video to your friend. That is it for today.